Okay, can everybody hear me? Let's go, let's go. Can y'all hear me? Is my connection good? Okay, sweet, sweet. Good stuff, good stuff. All right, guys, sorry about the late start here. I'm live on, should be live on every single platform. Should be live on every single platform, guys. So we're on X, we're on YouTube, and we're on Twitch. So Twitch is what we're going to stay live on for the most part, but we got YouTube going. So if we got any fam here from YouTube, we've got X. All right, here. So we've got YouTube and we've got X. So if you guys want to help us grow, make sure you open up a separate window on x.com, Beast Limitless at BeastX Bitcoin. And YouTube, if you want to help us grow YouTube. However, mainly we are going to be live on Twitch, right? Shout out to the people coming on YouTube. We got 25 subs. Shout out to everyone on Twitter, x.com. This is actually kind of surreal for me, guys, because I'm getting major deja vu right now, all right? And we are on Facebook as well, which is, I think, facebook.com/@BeastLimitless, all right? So how's everyone doing, fam? Are you guys hanging in there with trading? I posted a trade. I said, look, or I posted a setup today. I said, look, guys, is this going to be a bear flag or a bull pennant? All right, we're in a bullish pennant and we're in a macro bear flag. And it looks like we are breaking out. And it looks like it could be a possible double top bearish flag on the macro. Okay. Shout out to everybody on Twitch, guys. We have officially monetized, which is actually pretty crazy because that's within a week. How's the quality of the cam, CJDV? I'm on an Elgato here, but I'm trying to... Good stuff, guys. And you can see the screen pretty good. It's not laggy. I'm using a completely new streaming software than my previous one. So, Brian, how you doing? Bought into Chainlink at 14. Not too bad, not too bad. Guys, make sure you follow if you're not following. Again, open up the live at Beast Limitless Trading on Bitcoin. Subscribe, on YouTube. And let's get this thing underway. This looks a bit different. This definitely looks a bit different than the olden days, all right? Definitely looks a bit different than the olden days, but we're rocking and rolling. We are rocking and rolling. Tim, where you at? Crazy Diesel, welcome to the live. Okay, I also should probably say we're live right now. This is going to be a fun live today. It's the weekend, right? Is anyone making any trades, guys, at the current moment? Let's go, let's go. CJDV, absolutely, brother. We are going to be changing that name. We've just done a lot of editing. Welcome to the future. You know, I bet people are coming on here being like, what are you talking about? Okay, guys, let's get this rocking and rolling, all right? Share on X, open up another window on X. Open up another window on YouTube. Let's get this algorithm trending, but the main content here is going to be on Twitch, okay? All right, so we've got Bitcoin here, guys, in what would be... again, this is a pennant, but a bear pennant in the macro. Okay, a pennant, but a bear pennant in the macro time frame. So essentially, what you're seeing is you're seeing Bitcoin range in a breakout. All right, Bitcoin is ranging kind of in a breakout area. And possibly this is looking for a fake out, but here's the deal with Bitcoin. The deal with Bitcoin at the present moment is, guys, Bitcoin is essentially... We broke out. Okay, here's our AMD accumulation, manipulation, distribution. So basically what was happening here is this was distribution into Asia. It looked like that was manipulation, but this was distribution into Asia, okay? London was manipulation. London was the manipulation, okay? And then we have New York into distribution. CJDV, you are king. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate the help in getting this this thing back up and running, all right? Shout it if you're new, if you're on Twitch, if you're on YouTube, if you're on X, welcome. All right, we are in a bit of a bearish market, guys, but that doesn't matter. We could make money. We could make a whole heck of a lot of money trading. We don't have to be longing. We don't actually have to be shorting. There's opportunity everywhere. Opportunity everywhere, right? Man, too many windows I have open. I'm nope. There it is. Okay. Run up the likes on YouTube, guys, and follow on Twitch if you have not. Okay, so essentially, guys, right here on Bitcoin, we are in a macro bear flag, but we are in a bit of a bullish pennant. AMD, this is actually wrong, and we don't really know what it is truthfully. Only the market makers know, but we can suggest. So essentially here we can see that this was actually distribution, this was manipulation, and this was accumulation. Okay, now when I was live last night, it looked like we were into manipulation here, but London came correct and absolutely said, okay, you want to go for liquidity at 83K? What was that? 83? Let's go check out the Bitcoin heat map. London came correct and shut everybody up. All right. Obviously Asia and London together, but most of it was London. Asia would have done the dirty when they opened, but it was correctively London and Asia together. Okay, correctively Asia and London together, right? But essentially here, guys, you can see that all the liquidity is now up here, except there is some liquidity around 78K. Okay. So there's some major liquidity around 78K. Here's what I personally am going to do myself. Non-financial advice. I can't tell you what to do. You're your own trader. Protect your capital, protect your investment, all right? However, it would only make sense to set along at 78K if that is where a lot of the liquidity is, right? Wouldn't it make sense to set along? So if we know the liquidity is all the way down here, we might get one more wick to take out that liquidity. Again, this is a grab to take all your liquidity in the market. What is up? I appreciate you, fam. Mini Moog, how you doing? 78K on the monthly should be a bounce. Let's take a look at the monthly indicator here. So I'm going to redraw the chart because there's a lot of stuff that I don't necessarily like on showing on the chart. We're going to kind of redraw this and reset it up here now that Bitcoin dropped. Hours before that drop, guys, I said don't trade. I put out a notification, don't trade or low leverage long, right? Even though that drop was a juicy short, I would have never traded it. There's a lot of manipulation right now in the market. We have never seen the stochastic RSI this oversold for a very, very long time. Look at the 18-hour. As soon as the stochastic RSI comes up, guys, comes to the bottom, we normally bounce right away. Like here, 75 all the way to 124. Cole, what is up? I appreciate you, fam. And again, guys, thank you for being patient. I really, really appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it, guys. It's been a minute. But if we look at this, we all know Bitcoin has, well, we all know Bitcoin has a macro rounded top, right? So 78 is where the liquidity is, but I would say that we're going to come all the way down to the 8 hour, or not the 8 hour, the 800 moving average. The 800 moving average is a really good MA. And if you look right here, smash up that like if you're on YouTube, and if you're on Twitch, and if you're not, follow on Twitch, guys. Twitch is our main platform. YouTube is our main platform for content, for shorts, for lives. Twitch is our main live platform though. And if you haven't followed on X, Beast X Bitcoin, it is in the links, all right? But this is what it is looking at. There isn't really any support anywhere else. I'll be real with you guys. There is not a lot of support anywhere else. It looks like we are going for that 800 SMA, and it looks like we are going for that 74K Bitcoin. Now, it will be rough for people that are in spot trades. But guys, there's no reason I would not get rid of my spot. Non-financial advice. You got to protect your own capital. But again, guys, it just makes sense. If you look from right here, if we break this area, yeah, we're definitely in trouble. We come lower. It personally looks like we're going to come there. And honestly, we might even get a wick down lower, right? But that is what I would be aiming for. We did bounce off of our 786, 886 area right here. Maybe we come chase this wick again and then continue up, right? That is essentially what I would be looking for in the market right now. Furthermore, if you're looking for the actual trend, this would now be your downtrend channel. So it is very, very possible right? It is very possible with the breakout right there, we just go sideways, because keep in mind, we did break out of the wedge. Maybe make a massive head and shoulder. Yeah, that's very possible, right? So basically we've got, the markets are closed, so just a lot of choppy action now after the drop. It looks like we could range in this area. I'm talking a big range. You wait a couple days and then you have a golden cross on your 200 SMA, right? With your 50, because your 200 SMA and your 50 are about to come close to each other, and that is a golden cross opportunity in the market. That is my personal thesis in the market. You can look at the 8-hour time frame, guys, and you can see that Bitcoin is actually got bullish dive. Okay, so the 8-hour time frame has very, very good bullish divergence right here. It might mean nothing, right? Because we are in a downtrend. You got to keep that in mind. But yeah, we've crossed on our 9 on our 21. The MACD is crossed too. It looks like the MACD is about to break out of the zero line. The only thing I don't like is how we're completely overbought right now with Batman ears on our momentum indicator. And if you guys don't know about Batman ears, I don't really know. It is a joke essentially, but it's a phantom pattern or a Batman pattern. And usually when you see something like this on the RSI, it means a double top on the indicator. And it typically means a drop. And what do we have here? A double top. I would even call this a triple top. Maybe, possibly. There you go, triple top. And usually what a triple top is, it is a capitulation, okay? So there's a couple scenarios that could play out. If you don't want to risk it, don't trade. We're in the middle. Typically, this is a non-trading area for me, right? The other thing I want to point out too is if we eliminate every other indicator for a moment, this is advanced next level trading, guys, all right? But typically what we're looking at is our Ichimoku cloud. Again, we're going to turn all of this off for a moment. We don't need these other indicators right now. Only got the parallel channel, right? We're going to turn on our Ichimoku cloud, okay? There's an indicator that doesn't really go wrong, okay? Any indicator is potentially, could go wrong, but I've used this before in our network. I've used this before with our fam. And I forget. I haven't used this for a long time. There we go. The bars, okay, so there's the bars right here. So you got 30 bars and you got a drop, you got that cross. So this Ichimoku cloud lagging span indicator will be able to tell us if we are going to have a drop or a pump. Okay, you got about 27 to 28 bars on that cross. A lot of you guys aren't going to be able to really comprehend this. This is very advanced trading. But here you can see is, a lot of people are like, is Bitcoin bearish? Guys, Bitcoin was bearish when it hits this area right here. Look at this. This is Bitcoin being bearish at 105. This is now the last hurrah moment for BTC. Starfire, what is up? How you doing? Right? Let's go to the 3-day right here, guys, on BTC and see if we have a bounce. We don't. CJDV, I appreciate you, brother. Guys, if the stream doesn't look good for you, set your own quality to 1080p, if for whatever reason. Let's go, G-Sauce, how you doing? RTK, what is up? Sinister, how we doing? Okay, so guys, this was the bounce right here. Let me show you. Bitcoin bounced at the bottom of the Ichimoku cloud perfectly. Bitcoin did not bounce on the Ichimoku cloud. Bitcoin ripped past it. Okay? On the 3-day, we have been above the Ichimoku cloud. Here. You should, non-financial advice, guys, but this is pretty crazy. The last time we were below the Ichimoku cloud, guys, on the 3-day, we were in a bear market. My job is not to scare people into a bear market. My job is to protect your capital, okay? And here we can see Bitcoin was in a bear market. For how many days we were in a bear market for? Well, for about 145 days. I'm not saying Bitcoin is going to stay in a bear market for 145 days, but what I am showing you guys right here is this does not happen ever. You're always above the 3-day Ichimoku cloud. All right. The weekly, not too bad. The weekly is not looking too bad. The weekly is actually looking pretty kosher. But if you look at the weekly support right here, that should be hypothetically the bounce, right? But if we take our bars and we line up with that Ichimoku cloud rule, 30 bars, I'm not going to go into how to use this indicator right now, okay? 30 bars, what that means is pretty much at the 29th bar, if you were shorting, you could have held a trade all the way down to here. Same thing, you've got a pump. And what are you looking at? 30 bars. Okay? This is the type of trading you got to do. You got to be very, very intricate with the market like this because you got to protect your capital. And guys, I'm not saying protect your capital as in trading. I'm saying protect your capital by not selling at a loss. A lot of people think you're protecting your capital trading. No. You don't need to be selling at a loss when you've got your support targets. All you got to know is when to DCA. Even here, you can see a beautiful pennant. Here you could kind of see a pennant on the Ichimoku cloud, right? So there's a possibility now that we do come down to the bottom here and bounce off. Again, we're below on the 3-day, but we're not below on the weekly, okay? And then really the monthly, you don't got to look at the monthly. The monthly is not even a thing right now, okay? Did you play around with that future trend indicator? Let's take a look at it. Future trend. No, I have not. Who is it by? Is it by Chart Prime? I have not, but I will take a look at it for sure. Now, guys, if we come back into the Ichimoku cloud, you're fine, you're kosher. Then you're going to have a fake out, right? Okay, so, and I appreciate you, Sinister, for sharing that. Chart Prime. Okay, we'll take a look at it into the live a bit. I do want to go over some trades for people to look at, but we'll take a look at it. So when in doubt, guys, look at things that take a different perspective. And right now, the Ichimoku cloud is probably going to be the best thing. If you look right here, you have your date range. You have 30 bars. Well, there you go. 30 bars and a drop. Okay. Does anybody know about this indicator? I talked about it a long time ago. Anyways, you have your drop right here. Okay. Boom, 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 dropped. Here, all Bitcoin is really doing now is ranging. If we get the cross above on the Ichimoku cloud, we are definitely going to have a short uptrend. Okay. Here, same thing. You cross down, you have your 30 bars, boom, 30, well, 32 to 30 roughly. We have a drop, okay? So really all we're waiting for is we're waiting for the market to flatten out. Now if we look at our 15-minute, yes, it crossed here, but all it's doing is essentially ranging and going sideways, right? We can see that right here too. But I will definitely look at the future trend indicator for you there. I'm going to put on my other indicators, guys. Just wanted to show you the Ichimoku cloud. Just give you guys a different perspective of what the market is doing. The market is very, very bearish. Just like a long time ago, the market was very, very bullish, right? Okay, so, and we got the VRVP back on too, which is actually, what is it, 270, I believe? Yeah. So if we look at another perspective with the VRVP, like I'm not going to say we're in no man's land, but essentially there's no support. Like there's not a lot of support until this area. We got a little support here, I guess, on higher time frames, but pretty much that, if you break this about 81, you're coming down to that area right here, which is a lot of volume. All the VRVP is, it's a transaction area, a lot of volume, right? Smash that like if you're on YouTube, guys. Smash that like button if you are on YouTube, and follow if you are on Twitch. Join Beasts X Bitcoin on x.com. Okay, let's go look at XRP. Sinister, remind me to check out future trend at the end of the live. I just want to go over some trades. We're going to look at it on the live. So XRP, guys, you can see you've got a downtrend at the moment. Obviously, like every other crypto. It looks like we are going for that 173. Bitcoin already broke the 3-day 200 SMA. XRP has not, and I bet a lot of altcoins have not either. Mickey, what is up? I appreciate you. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at XRP and see if we can just find any area for a possible bounce. So we'll even go on our closes here. We have a fair value gap. Where is it? Even XRP as well is below the Ichimoku cloud, right? Like, there is no fair value gap on XRP at the moment. So here's what I'd be looking at an XRP, guys. We had a macro pump on it, right? So I would be setting a long, guys, on XRP because we're going to chase this wick to about 120. I would be setting a long at 120 for myself, non-financial advice. If you want to do that yourself, protect your capital, use your own judgment, right? There's the channel. Now, I said this a few times before. When you hit the top of the channel, you're going to hit the bottom of the channel. It is just how channels work. Not all the time, 80% of the time. But we can see XRP pumped and then went sideways, formed some bearish dive, and now it's kind of selling off. We never actually hit the side of the channel though. Okay, so we got a point right there. We never hit it. We never hit the side of the channel. So XRP is essentially going sideways and trickling down. Now, if it breaks it, okay, we are definitely in trouble, because if it breaks this area right here where it went for that wick, you can see there's a lot of volume right here, anywhere from 104 to about 122. A lot of volume on your VRVP. But if you end up breaking this, guys, the next support on XRP is down here. I don't think it'll break it. We have to be very bearish. We don't want to trade like it's going to break it, but I would definitely be setting for myself. I'm talking to myself here. If you guys want to follow along, that's completely up to you. Around 120, okay? In the shorter interim, though, man, I keep on deleting my... I'm redrawing this and I keep on deleting it. In the shorter bit, this is your channel. Right, this is your channel right here, and this is pretty much a resistance. So we could see XRP just going sideways. There is also a head and shoulder, but I wouldn't pay attention to that too much. And again, we do a bullish dive on our 8-hour too. Okay, so XRP is done there. I really wanted to go over XRP because it is one of the top assets in the world. We can always count on crypto to... Tim, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, brother. So we're gonna go to we're gonna go look at CoinGecko here. I love this new streaming software because I can stream to everywhere at once, and it actually creates magic clips for me, AI, and it puts this live into trending clips, and I could upload them. Man, AI is crazy, guys. Has anyone used Artlist? Nano Banana 2? Nano Banana 2 on Artlist is bonkers, and whatever else. Some of the stuff that I can say right now on the live that AI is doing, or I can't say on the live AI is doing, is unbelievable. But I will say there's a lot of stuff AI is doing, a lot. Okay, so we'll go to CoinGecko here. Guys, we looked at grass last night and it just dumped. It was a manipulation pump and dump. So if you got in a short, great job. You made money. CJDV, how do I do that? So here's grass, guys. Again, manipulation pump and dump, but here's going to be the bottom of the trend. It already broke this area right here. There's a possibility we come down to here, we flatten out, and then continue back up. That was a beautiful short though. But grass didn't really push up to that previous resistance for me to get back in. Here's essentially your resistance right here, and it would have to break and to essentially continue up to the upside. Aster is really good too as well. We wick down to the bottom of the trend line. And it is holding in an uptrend. Aster has been very, very strong for sure. UTC, great look for sure. I wouldn't really trade it until it breaks out of here, but there is a risky trade opportunity. CJDV, it's called Riverside. If it breaks out of here and back tests, you're good. There's a huge pump possibility. Even here on our VRVP, you get past here, you're going to pump to about 136. But until it does, until it does break out of this, you're going to see Aster just range in this area right here. Range, range, range. What is the new X account? It is this one right here. There you go, brother. What is Ethereum doing? Nothing. Everything is just absolutely flat. Obviously, the markets are closed, right? Look at that, guys. Look how many opportunities we had to short on Ethereum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, Ethereum was money. We were looking at Ethereum a couple nights ago, and Ethereum just was money. Absolutely money. Now, how low can Ethereum go? Pretty low. Already below the 800 SMA. It looks like Ethereum is going to come back to that 1700 area or lower. Because here was the trend break right here, 4,700. Huge rising wedge, guys. We talked about this months ago. And we could essentially see that Ethereum is gone, a goner, right? We broke out this rising wedge. We shorted it here before, went sideways and came down. I would love to buy some ETH very, very low. If you're new to the live, let me know, guys. If you're new to the Twitch, if you're new to our journey, our network, Beast Limitless Trading. But yeah, there's ETH, guys, for you. I don't really... This is a possibility, guys. Look at this on Ethereum. Yo, Monopoly in the house. What is up, fam? What is up? Guys, this is a big possibility on Ethereum because it's respecting the channel. 1,500 on ETH. Monopoly, make sure you go follow the X account and the YouTube account. Then we've also got our Facebook page here too, guys. We're going to be rocking with everything, absolutely everything. Here is the Facebook page, Beast Limitless Trading. A lot of you guys have Facebook. I will be putting some exclusive content on Facebook for y'all. And here's our tagline, hunt the market, take your profit. Simple, hunt the market and take your profit. The YouTube channel. Here's the YouTube channel. Beast Limitless Trading, okay? There you go. I'll be doing in the future, guys, giveaways on specific platforms for being involved. So make sure you dial in, lock in. Lock in and dial in. All right, I want to see if I can do something. I want to see if I could do a poll. I don't know how to do a poll. But what I was going to say is, who believes we're in a bear market and who believes this is a normal retrace? Either answer is right. I'm just curious for the fun of it. Back on YouTube. Yep. Back on YouTube, back on YouTube and Twitch. Pretty much everywhere now. Twitch is, again, going to be the main platform. By the way, guys, we're monetized. I'm going to be figuring that out. Over the next day. All the tax info and stuff needs to be filled out. By definition bear, but still have runners for sure. Correlation possibility. This is just a pullback. It is a macro pullback, yeah, for sure. For sure. Let's check out Solana. Whoa, Solana 121. No, this is not a normal crypto market at all. Double digits on Sol, how low? Well, this is a downtrend on Sol at the moment. So Solana did break the wedge here. I wouldn't even call this really a wedge. I think we looked at this the other day, but Solana is more in a cup and handle. Your new follower give you 0.1 Sol. Welcome to the live, welcome to the stream, but we're not sending anybody Solana or Bitcoin. But I appreciate you. Welcome to the live. Honestly, guys, it looks like Solana, the bottom's probably going to be around 95. I don't... Here's the thing. Solana's in a macro head and shoulder. We can see that right here. We don't even need the indicator, right? It's just boom. Yeah, you're most likely going to come down to 95. Honestly, Solana's a really, really good short if you could catch it at the top. Really good short if you can catch it at the top. That would actually be your channel right here. So, because you had that rejection down, you tested. My dog is having a nightmare in the background. CJDV, you're lighting it up. Tim, if you want to be mod, you could be mod too. I don't exactly know how to do that, but I'm learning as we go. I guess I would just have to make you mod on a separate platform. Actually, I could give you both and Tim, I could give you guys access to Riverside. 50% bear, 50% bull. Yeah, 100%. There was over 1 trillion in liquidations, guys. 1 trillion. My dog is literally having a nightmare right now. She's like whining and shaking. The more thing is, guys, is pay attention to Dom, right? Like, sure, we're bearish, okay? In all actual reality, guys, we're bearish. But for Dom to drop, Bitcoin does need to drop. And we want Dom to dump. We want Dom to tank, actually. You can see right here on the weekly indicate, well, the weekly time frame right here, Bitcoin Dom is oversold, overbought. We're forming a lower high. Yeah, she's not too bad. She's having fun. She's happy I'm home now. I was literally... So you could probably see Dom coming down to 54%, guys. Imagine where altcoin... Unless we break out. 54% would be where I would tag Dom at. Luna. If you guys are just tuning into the live here, I shared this at the beginning, but I'm going to share it again. Liquidation heat map, right? So if we go to model 1, model 1 kind of shows us our liquidity bounces essentially and areas of resistance essentially. But if you go to model 3, I lost it again. I lost the live again. There it is. If you go to model 3, your dog does the same thing. Model 3 shows that you've got a million liquidation around here. So that's it. But there's a ton of liquidity up here now. Look, this is all shorts. There's not really anything under 78. I would expect us to hit that support. 78K is where I'd be looking at Bitcoin targeting. But after that, guys, we should get a continuation up. Again, we are in retrograde at the moment too. Right? So being that we are in retrograde, there could be a fake out before the end of the month and a continuation up, even though the monthly is going down. But we have a lot of liquidity around like 90. Yeah, a lot of liquidity. Lots of liquidity. So we have that bear flag that I was kind of showing you guys. It looks like we're about to drop again. Okay. We're going up already. We're almost overbought. 2 hours already overbought, guys. The market isn't looking too good at all. Unless we come back and double bottom right here, which I don't know. All right, is there anything going on in the market, guys? Obviously, we want to find a trade setup. Is there any trade setup right now? There possibly is. You could short Bitcoin right here. Well, I wouldn't short Bitcoin with the 15-minute oversold, but if you guys do want to set up, this would be the setup for me. So Bitcoin pushes back up to this area, maybe like around 85.7, short it down to here. It looks like it is possibly going to do that, but then you got to go look at your RSI. Yeah, so rounded top, right? So there's a rounded top. I would love for the bullish pennant to play out, but it is a larger fractal bear flag. And essentially you're looking at that. There is no volume in Bitcoin. Whatever buys are happening on Bitcoin, it is 100% retail. And the bigger players are unloading their bags, laughing at retail. Now, if this breaks out and goes the opposite way, then it will most likely go up to about 87 at this resistance right here, and then possibly come up to that 91K. But I just don't see that happening right now with how overbought we are. However, we are completely oversold in the 15. So we might get some more accumulation, ranging, sideways action. But that 1 hour is completely oversold. The caveat to the madness is that we did break out and we have a golden cross. There's a lot of things saying that we could reverse up, but there's also a lot of things saying that we could come back down, right? And there's a weekly close coming up in 2 days, and the weekly close is dumping. Now, guys, keep this in mind. We never hit the bottom of the weekly yet, okay? Everybody thinks we dropped. Sure, we dropped a bit, 100%. But we never hit the bottom of the weekly. The market is completely resetting itself. Completely, right? Once we hit the bottom of the weekly, I'm not saying we're going to 16,000 because I don't think we are. Even if you look here, we got sideways support, right? Yeah, there you go. There's your support. So if we break that, though, we're definitely in trouble. Definitely in trouble. But DOM dumping is a good thing. We want to see Bitcoin dominance dumping, guys. Like, there's no other way to put it. No altcoin season. There could be an altcoin season if DOM is dumping, right? There definitely could be an altcoin season with Bitcoin dominance dumping. Oh, that's cool. I just figured out. Okay. We know that Bitcoin DOM could come all the way down to 54%, and that is what we want. We do want people taking their money out of Bitcoin and throwing it into altcoins, all right? I'm watching the live on my Oculus Quest VR. Really? That's insane. I got to get a better background than Mickey. I'm sorry about that. Okay, let's check out this future trend indicator. Man, this is like a parallel channel. Kind of. On the indicator, choose 5 minute. Then put a target emoji on the future price point. Oh, okay. Okay. Say a target emoji on the future price point. Then pick 30 minute and do the same, 1 hour and do the same. Oh, it is going to give you different future. Okay, and the 1 hour. Okay. Let's see what else. Watch over the weekend how close the bars go to those targets. Also, the midline is an absolute magnet for price to come to. Here's the mill line. Yeah, the mill line. There you go. It's like a parallel channel. When it goes above or below the channel, it comes crashing back to the mill line once they make... Okay. What just happened? I thought... Oh. Was I drawing the wrong... Okay, let's try that again. 1 hour here. I don't know what just happened. 30-minute. I think I was on the wrong... There you go. And 5 minute. 5 minute. There you go. That seems right. I don't know what happened and what I was doing, but I'm learning this. So essentially, price is going to come to this area and consolidate. Is that what I'm getting? Gotcha. Gotcha. Well, let me see what near is going to do, because I actually... Yeah, let's look at near, and then let's look at Sui, and let me back test it. Ooh, look at near pumping. No, I don't like that. Just kidding. Okay. I don't like your future price. I'm kidding. Near's got that beautiful rounded bottom. Okay, here's the 1 hour. Why not, guys? Why not do this? The market isn't really doing much. If this is correct, I like doing the 15-minute. If this is correct, and it does have some correlation, this is ammo in our pocket, right? So why not? And it is essentially like a parallel channel, right? Bitcoin Dom. Hey, look at Bitcoin Dom right here. This is actually at the bottom of my parallel channel. 54%. Was I not just saying that on Bitcoin Dom? BTCD, guys, right? Okay, we'll see what happens, and I'll check the indicator and I'll back test it for sure. Thank you for mentioning that. When you go back in 2-3 days and look at those targets from tonight, so many candles will hit them, okay? See, that's what I like kind of bullet, a silver bullet, right? Like this market is crazy. Essentially, you know, well, we can almost guarantee based on what we're looking at right now that the market is going to come back down to around 80 to 81K. It just looks like that is what is about to happen. So what I would be doing, guys, the only trade I'm seeing and the only opportunity that I'm seeing at this point is waiting till the 15-minute is overbought and shorting Bitcoin down to here. After close analysis and really figuring it out, even though we've got bullish dive, the reality is that we are coming up on the 4-hour. The reality is that we're overbought on the 1-hour. And we are rejecting this key resistance right here. So if we're lining it up with our future trend price indicator, let's say it is correct, or if it's not, even though we're still overbought, it looks like we're going to come back down and hit this price area. There isn't really volume in the market to move the price. But I wouldn't be shorting Bitcoin right now, guys. I'd be waiting till that 15 minutes overbought. Then you are looking kosher to short. There's definitely a trade opportunity here. There's a short. There's definitely a trade opportunity. Okay, how about Zed Cash? 520. Wow, we should have shorted right here. I just missed out on a lottery ticket. I just missed out on a lottery ticket. I drew this the other day. Okay, well, future price, let's try it. I missed out, man. I even mentioned this on the live, guys, to watch. Look at the future price on the chart. Very, very low. All right, so hopefully ZEC comes back to the top and I could get a short. Also, like, opportunity missed here too. Right at 670, like, this trade was golden, guys. This was short opportunity lining up all day. Now we're still in the channel, but I wouldn't trade it here. It is a lower cap or a mid cap. I wouldn't trade it here. I would let it break here, or I would let it come back up to here. Hopefully it does. Santiago, how you doing? Welcome to the live. If you guys are new, follow me on Twitch. We're going to see the future price We're going to test it. We're going to back test it a couple times. I want to look at another trade. Sui. Okay, I got to set my alerts for ZEC though. Right? So yeah, it is coming back to this area for sure. Okay, I'm going to set my alert here because it is the 800 SMA. I'm also going to set an alert around here too. Just missed opportunity on Zcash. There's still a lot of opportunity, guys. It will tank. There is a death cross. Market makers will be unloading their profits. They will be taking their profits on this trade. This is a highly manipulated trade, and it looks like it is over and done with. Why is Siri... Hold on, guys. I just need to confirm something. Give me a moment. Yeah, this is going to be a good trade. We just got to be very, very patient. Low leverage, right? Low leverage. This is a manipulated coin. Hopefully, though, it would make sense for it to come down here for sure, right? So... guys, if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, go do it right now. Beast Limitless Trading. If you haven't subscribed to the X account, go do it now. Beast X Bitcoin. And if you want to know why the name is different, that is for me to know and no one else to find out. Okay? Sure, we'll give these crypto guys a bit of a follow. Let's check on where gold closed. XAU. Forex.com. Not bad, not bad. I'm definitely liking the future trend indicator. I will be doing a gold update Monday, actually. Hey Siri, remind me to do a gold update video on YouTube on Monday morning. Thank you for being ever so kind. Oh, great. Our app works, guys. So you can go into mighty.beastlimitless.com. And we want everybody to be in the app, guys. Go join it, mighty.beastlimitless.com. It is 100% free. Give me a minute. 100% free. It is our app. It is our community. If you're new to the live, make sure you join it, guys. We're going to be doing lives here as well, coaching, trade setups, A lot of my trade setups that I'm going to be posting is here. Yeah, the old link is dead now. Now it is. Now it is Beast Limitless, mighty.beastlimitless.com. I know that might mess people up, but the app does work, okay? And then you just press join. It is completely free, and you join the pack, all right? Yeah, if I'm looking at gold, this future trend price is actually really, really accurate. It looks like, because gold is about to pop again, potentially. We're going to actually set an alert here on gold because gold is looking pretty good. Make sure you guys all get in the app if you have not, all right? So what is everyone doing, guys, to keep their focus away from revenge trading? What are you guys doing for some hobbies? Yeah, we're definitely going to come back down one more time, it looks like. Possibly. Or is everyone just looking at the charts, guys? Is that really it? Okay, so Sui is in a bit of a bear pennant right now. Tim, I'm really wishing I didn't take profit on this the other day. I'll tell you what I like about the future trend indicator. It does go with your downtrends. It absolutely does. Man, Sui's position for $1 or lower on this bear flag, guys. This is ludicrous. Ludicrous. Insanity. What is the 4 hour? Holy man, like that's crazy. I'm having fun with the emojis, I'll be real with you. Because it was bouncing off the trend and it went up to 154. Huge fake out, right? Okay, so I would keep an eye on Sui too, guys, because it is completely overbought in the 1 hour. The 4 hour needs to hit the top. And then I see this absolutely going down to, well, very, very low. Very, very low. Video games, mowing lawns, children. I want to do drop shipping. I know how to I know about drop shipping. Drop shipping is definitely pretty fun. Yeah, this is actually going to be a really nice bear flag. This is a trade too that I'd be taking. So essentially you would put your trend line right here. I would definitely wait for that 4 hour though, because I don't see it dropping really until the 4 hours overbought. I see it just ranging this bear flag. SUI is on for a bomb to the ground. It was already in no man's land yesterday, guys, but this thing can dump all the way to 43 cents. Yeah, 72 cents in the shorter term. Everybody better hope we get a pump on SUI, because that'll be a nice short to catch it at the top. Here's our support right here, which is actually right at that future price, which is about that 131. All right, any other trades I can find, look at, see? I don't know. I'm trying my best, guys, but we're really lining up and scalping and hunting. We're hunting the market right now. We're setting up our prey. We've got to wait in the fields a bit for our prey, but we're hunting. I'd say ZEC would definitely be one of my favorite shorts. SUI's going to be one of my favorite shorts. World Financial Liberty is moving, but I don't know if it's some manipulation. Okay, so World Financial's pumping pretty hard. Oh yeah, Brett. You want me to look at Brett? I'll look at Brett for sure. I don't know if I would long this market, guys, but I will say World Financial Liberty can run all the way up to 17. Non-financial advice, right? It looks like a good long from this area, but personally for me, it isn't even a downtrend. It's in an uptrend at the moment. The gym won't come to you. No, you gotta. I'm telling you right now, I used to work out long time ago, guys, for a very, very long time. And essentially, I loved it. I was addicted to it. And then after I just lost the passion and drive for the gym, now I'm working out every day again, and it is really just about being grateful, right? It is about being grateful. That is all it is. So Bitcoin is coming up again. We're oversold in the 15. It makes sense. World Liberty Financial is not a bad trade. It isn't in a downtrend. It's in an uptrend. The 15-minute is about to flatten out here. 18 hours coming up. I like World Liberty Financial. It just broke out of the falling wedge. Yeah, it is a really good trade. Will I long this market? No, personally myself, I'm not. That is my promise to myself. However, it did break out of the downtrend. Falling wedge confirmed, and this could potentially pump. to around 17 cents. Now, if we were looking for a trade setup on it, we would take a long right here. Our stop loss would have to be here, and our take profit would be here. Borderline 1 to... No, it'd have to be a tight. If I'm taking this trade, I'm entering around 14.7-ish, 14.5, middle line, conversion line. My stop loss is going to be personally myself. $13.5 would be my stop loss. Setting up this trade for myself. And my take profit would be about 17.5. So that is what I'd be doing on World Liberty Financial. If you want to be risky and you do want to take the trade. Non-financial advice, protect your capital, protect your own investments, do your own stuff, guys. But that is what I'd be doing myself, right? All right, Brett, last trade, and then we are going to be done for tonight, guys. I had a lot of fun. I'm loving the lives. Wow. I don't even know what to say, honestly. Meme coins are slaughtered. Absolutely slaughtered. Gone and done, really. So we can see Brett. Brett is chasing the wick right here all day. All day, you can see Brett chasing this wick. You could hypothetically scalp it to here, but I personally think Brett is going to go a lot lower. It already broke this support right here, so... The beautiful thing, guys, is we always come back to what is what, right? So the meme coins are going to run back up. They eventually will. There will be another fad, right? Like even Turbo. Hold on a minute, guys. Like even Turbo is going to go chase the wick too. So... everything is chasing the wick. I'll say Turbo is a very, very safe trade once that 4 hours overbought again. Because Turbo just keeps on going down and down and down. Like you could literally short it at the break here and it will just keep on dumping. Now we've got Bitcoin coming up a bit because that 15-minute is oversold. Wonderful. I see it ranging here. Basically, what I see the market doing, if it doesn't break out, is bouncing around in this area at our volume, our most volume. right? And then once it is overbought in the 4 hour, then making another drop, if that is key. Now, guys, if the 4 hour MACD crosses, I wouldn't be shorting. We don't go against the MACD. We're just going to wait for another cross down to the downside. Because then you either got consolidation or you got it just messing around, right? So that is all I got for everybody. I was going to come and do a live at 12 a.m., but I realized the market is closed. So we did a longer live today, guys. I really tried to explain as much as I could. There is a couple mixed signals, but the reality is we are in a downtrend. I would say WLFI is probably my favorite trade at the moment. Providing it doesn't get stopped out. Personally, myself though, I wouldn't long. If you guys want a raid, I think CJDV is going to put on a raid. So again, guys, make sure you follow Twitch. Make sure you follow the YouTube account. YouTube account, Beast Limitless Trading, okay? And the X account. It looks like it is going to be a slow day. If anything happens tomorrow morning, I'll go live. If not, don't really expect me to go live, guys. Saturday, market opens is when things are going to happen and we get the most volume. We might get a manipulation pump. If we... Lost my train of thought. If there's some movement tomorrow, I'll go live, okay? But for now, there's going to be no live stream Saturday. And we will have a live on Mighty on Sunday. So if you guys are not in Mighty on our app, mighty.beastlimitless.com. Okay, we're going to be doing a live Sunday. But yeah, hope you all have a wonderful day. We'll see you in the social media accounts. I hope you guys had a great live. And it's really all I can do. Not much. Am I shorting it? I'm not trading this at the moment, Mickey. I am waiting. So essentially, I want my 15-minute to be back up overbought, right? Then my 1 hour is dropping, but my 4 hour is moving up. So I don't like the correlation right now. Wait till this 15-minute is overbought. And when it is overbought, I'm absolutely shorting. I'm not going to go against the trend, right? Yeah, it is technically in a ranging pennant. And technically, this could pump to here with this golden cross. But that is why we minimize our risk and wait till the 15 minutes overbought, and boom, we come down, right? Appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful night. CJDV, I appreciate you. Tim, I appreciate you. I'll give you guys access to the streaming software here. Will I post a setup? Yeah, if there is one, but honestly, I'm not even going to post any setup tonight. I'm going to wait until the morning. And then hopefully our 15-minute will probably be around here. Maybe Bitcoin will be around that 87 target. Maybe not. We'll just evaluate and see what happens. There's no reason to rush it. Again, WLFI is probably my favorite long. But we got ZEC, Bitcoin, and possibly WLFI. Okay, I hope everyone has a blessed day, guys. Thank you all for coming on the live, and we will see you guys later. Tune into the socials because you're going to know when we're going to go live. Now I got to figure out how to end this. I'm such a noob. Wow. Okay.